It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line. Now a handoff to Ingram.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deion Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gets this one to Ridley, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they force another incompletion.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from second to third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Complete.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
No gain on the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Mark Ingram.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He may try and... The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
By Deion Jones.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ravens 21, Falcons nothing.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar kept it himself as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Ravens 28, Falcons nothing. Justin
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And a little floater there is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. This time Jackson will throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
First and goal.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Makes the score.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Takk McKinley, the UCLA product, the one who brought him down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here. On 2nd and 14. He's going to run again. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Makes it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This just a 24-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Bull. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.